Nigga got the hat Smurf style, all the way up there. All the way up there, not keeping nothing warm. Sorry about that. Had a real important call. Very important. Alright. So this is the part two. This is more like the resolution. I'm more so talking to the Sages on this part right here. Or, again, if you just want to learn something more about the Sages. Alright, so this is gonna be shorter because I really gotta hit this gym. And I gotta hit the grocery store after that and all that. So look. For the Sages, alright, so look. If you do find where you have like a lot of people that maybe don't like you, or if you find that you have people who really feel a way about you because you done got into it with a few people and y'all never really resolved it, you probably want to really seriously look at your actions, because look, this is the thing about the fire signs. I feel like with us fire signs, we don't take that time because we're so action orientated to take a look back and really do a check and just look at like what we've been doing, exactly how we've been doing it. Take that moment to reflect on our actions. Like a lot of the fire signs, we don't really necessarily do that. Me personally, like I got a lot of Pisces in my chart, so that gives me that insight. Like I actually do look at things from other perspectives. Plus I got that Mars in Libra too, so it's like my whole thing is to make sure shit is fair, shit is even. So like I tend to do that reflection and, okay, I look at that argument, I look at that conflict, I look at, the other person's perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fire sign that does do that, but typically the fire signs, they're not really good at doing all that reflection and like looking inside themselves and, seeing things from a whole bunch of different perspectives other than their own. So I feel like this has to do with the fact that we are the most egotistical of the signs. And for anybody want to be like, no, nigga, Scorpio got fire in them. Scorpio got Mars Mars is a co-ruler, so they got fire in them too. So that's that ego right there. So look, check it out. With Sagittarius, just really consider other people's feelings for real. Even if you're not really emotional, still there are people who are. So just because you're not all emotional and maybe you're not sensitive, that doesn't mean that other people are not, and that doesn't mean that that's wrong for other people to be emotional. Excuse me. I picked the right time to do a video, huh? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to see things from a broad spectrum when it comes to feelings, because Sagittarius, you already know, you see things from a broad spectrum when it comes to all these other things. So go ahead and, add that to your repertoire, like understanding feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's just naturally optimistic like you. Not everybody's just gonna look at that shit like you know what I'm saying? Like, put it like this. You're not the only one that gets mad, you know what I'm saying, and gets upset about things, you know what I'm saying? These type of Sagittarius that are really inconsiderate. And then you just think like, if somebody's doing that to you, you would try to knock their head off. God damn it! Let's go all the way up here. You know what I'm saying? If that was you, if somebody's being like that inconsiderate like that, then you want to knock their head off. So, don't think that you're exempt from somebody wanting to knock your head off. What it is this. Like I said, since you could tend to have that let me put it like this. Let me actually put it more with the astrology. Look, your ruling planet, Sagittarius, is Jupiter, the planet of expansion and knowledge, and it's a super duper duper masculine planet. To me, Sagittarius is the most masculine sign, or maybe it might be Capricorn, but if it's not the most, I want to say it's like number 2. Right? This is a planet of expansion, right? So when you're talking about being a real masculine type of a thinker, and then when you're talking about being from the planet of expansion, then you might fuck around and end up having a real grandiose way of looking at yourself and looking at your thoughts, looking at your modalities. And to break that down, if you have too much masculine energy, and I know this from experience, if you have too much masculine energy, it's destructive in the way that masculine energy, remember, it's a forward type of energy. It's a pushing type of energy. So you could push too much, meaning you're not receiving, right? You're not receptive of what? Other people's feelings. You got to give a fuck to some type of extent is what I'm getting at. These type of Sagittarius that I'm speaking to, like, y'all, like, really don't give a fuck. Like, you really don't. It's not an act. Y'all do not give a fuck because of the things that I'm talking about. And that's the point of this. I'm breaking it down and letting you know this is most likely why you think and feel like this. As far as that naturally optimistic view that y'all have, see, that's how y'all could be real dismissive when it comes to people's feelings, and you hurt you hurt their feelings and da because you're pretty much on some like, man, you be alright, man, like, this shit ain't about to kill you. What I know is with a lot of Sagittarians who are naturally optimistic, they may not really overstand their optimism. They just know everything's fine. Sagittarius, their optimism, to me, it's similar, but it's a little bit different from, say, like an Aries or a Leo. To me, Aries optimism, okay, we do share with Sagittarius that look, I know my abilities, so like I know that I can do this. I know that, there's nothing to worry about because I know how strong I am, or, I know how intelligent I am. And, Leo, similar thing. Okay, we do actually share that right there, but I would say the difference, you want to add more, like I said, that intellect, the knowledge, the experience. When you're talking about Sagittarius being all optimistic like that, Aries to me is more about power. It's like, nigga, I can do this shit. Like, period. Don't count me out. I'm doing this. Put me on. Okay? And I ain't gonna break down Leo right now because I want to go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, Sag, man, just be more considerate and understand what that even means to be considerate. Understand people don't necessarily see things the way you see things, because that's one thing too. Like a Sag that's like that. Like what I'm talking about, like they could also do that too. Like they could be subject to thinking that their idea is the idea. So that's really on you if you don't think like that. That's how they could look at that shit. So just, definitely understand, man, that now people do think differently. And on some fire sign shit like that, I don't like that glare. Let's go back over here. on some fire sign shit, like, you know, I get it, you know. I used to think like that too. I used to think on some airy shit like, oh, my idea is the idea, so I used to get frustrated because people didn't think like me and all that. The world don't revolve around me like that. Okay? So, Sag, I fuck with y'all heavy though. I fuck with y'all mega heavy. I love Sages. We're very, very compatible. They're a dope ass sign, fun ass sign. So yeah, man, those Sages that are more agreeable and you know, they get along with people better, those are those Sages that they're more considerate of other people's feelings and views and whatnot. And you know, those will be those Sages that'll be like, look, I don't agree with that, but like, that's very interesting and I really respect your opinion because you have an opinion, because I'm opinionated. Henceforth, I respect the fact that you have your opinion too. That was a dope conversation. I got a lot out of that. Like those type of Sages, those are the more like agreeable types. Less than you think like that. Okay. You know. So let's go ahead and hit this gym in this grocery store and get on with the rest of this day. Hey, that's real work. Sagittarius, get your shit together. Love y'all, man.